Singapore's Law Minister has hit back at leader of the Opposition Pritam Singh's recent comments, suggesting that, quote, the court of public opinion can be a bigger court than any court in the world, describing such remarks as outrageous, plainly wrong and also completely unacceptable. Mr. Edwin Tong says such an idea is dangerous. He says the rule of law is a cornerstone of Singapore's system. Sherlyn Seah has the details.
Well, I thought it was a very...
During an interview on CNA's The Assembly earlier this week, leader of the opposition Pritam Singh was asked how he felt being called a liar due to Raisa Khan's case. This was when the leader of the opposition responded that, quote, the court of public opinion can be a bigger court than any court in the world. Law Minister Edwin Tong addressed the comment on the sidelines of a community event he attended on Saturday.
This is an outrageous statement, plainly wrong and also completely unacceptable. Let's be clear what happened in this case. Mr. Singh was investigated and then he was charged. He went through a full and open trial and was convicted by the court for lying to a parliamentary select committee. The judge gave detailed grounds setting out the basis for the conviction. I think it ran into almost 150 pages. This judgment is today valid and binding.
The Assembly episode was filmed in July and Mr. Singh's case is now under appeal with judgment reserved. The Workers' Party chief was found guilty in February and fined 14,000 Singapore dollars for 2 charges linked to how he handled former WP Member of Parliament Raisa Khan's lie in Parliament. He was found to have given false testimony to a parliamentary committee which was looking into the conduct of Ms. Khan, who had admitted to making up a story about accompanying a sexual assault victim to the police station. On Tuesday, the High Court reserved judgment on Mr. Singh's appeal against his conviction.
No one should dismiss or denigrate the court's judgment or suggest that public opinion can somehow trump a court's decision. This is a very dangerous idea. We have laws, and in Singapore, the rule of law is a cornerstone of our system. This is so that we do not have rule of the mob.
The Law Minister also responded to another comment on that episode where Mr. Singh had said, quote, my political opponents will do whatever it takes to lower my esteem and the esteem of my party in the public eye.
This is the kind of response we have seen all over the world, from populist politicians who attack judges and courts when rulings go against them. They think they are above the law. But this kind of irresponsible politics should have no place in Singapore. Singapore is built on honesty and integrity. But Mr. Singh is delegitimizing our courts with his comments, saying it doesn't matter what he does as long as he gets elected.
Mr. Tong says Mr. Singh's comments also undermine public trust in Singapore's system, law enforcement and judiciary. He adds that the courts decide cases not on politics, but based on facts and the law.
No one is above the law, not the leader of the opposition, not any minister. If anyone commits an offence, they should face the law. If Mr. Singh has done no wrong, the court will judge and rule as such. But if the conviction stands, then he should accept it fully and take responsibility. There is no separate court for politicians.
In response to Law Minister Edwin Tong's comments, leader of the opposition Pritam Singh says his remarks on the CNA program, The Assembly, were not directed at the judicial system, judges or their independence. In a social media post, Mr. Singh says his remarks did not denigrate any of these institutions. He also highlights that there was, quote, important context that came before the remarks he made about the court of public opinion during the Assembly. He pointed to the Workers' Party's performing, quote, respectably in the general elections, despite the possible impact of his February verdict on voters.